My videos over the last few weeks have been more quickie videos because I've been spending almost all of my time working on plans for this belt sander, which can also be used as an edge belt sander using this base here. When I started, I had a CAD model and I printed out a rough set of one-to-one drawings and worked from that. But if I'm going to charge money for a set of plans, I have to put them together to a much higher standard. To check the main set of templates, I printed them on my cheap inkjet printer. When printing a set of one-to-one drawings like this, you have to make sure things are to scale, and it helps to print a test page. This was my test page and it was way too small because I last printed something at 77% scaling. Now unfortunately, printers can't print all the way to the edge of the page, so the next thing I have to do is cut off all the right margins before gluing it together. These diagonal grid lines help to line up the pages. That way, even if I cut off too much off the bottom, as long as I know these lines form straight line segments, even with a gap, I know I have the spacing right. If you build this sander using my plans, you won't actually end up with exactly the same unit, because you'll end up with something slightly better. That's because I made a bunch of improvements to the design that I couldn't easily make on the actual sander. For instance, this part here extends all the way down to here, whereas on here I originally made it only this big and then added another piece here. So if that was one piece, that would be much better. Another thing is I have this roller crown instead of this one, but it would be much better to crown this one instead. Again, that's something I couldn't really change on the sander I built, but I changed it in the plans. I also used wooden bearings on here, which work, but you have to keep an eye on them. So in the plans, I have a ball bearing here, but you could use a wooden bearing if you're adventurous. This set of templates mostly covers this sanding unit here, which is the only part that's really critical. The other parts are mostly rectangular, so they're much easier to work from just with drawings. But if you want to print out one-to-one templates for those as well, I have those in the plans too.